What's up, guys? It's your boy Josh Showtime. This is Showtime Fight Forum, where we talk all things fights. This is your boy. Let's get right into it, man. Once again, hey, look, I look rough. I feel rough because I'm still sick. But, you know, it is what it is. We going to feel better after this show. All right. Now, this is out of left field. All right. Let's just go ahead and get right into it. And this is about Canelo, y'all. Now, we all had speculation that Canelo was fighting on September 16th, which is Mexican Independence Day. UFC took that and it was like, all right, no, we taking Las Vegas. And pretty much they had to make him move the date. And then we all thought that Charlo was going to be the first fight on this 3-fight deal with PBC, which, by the way, PBC, y'all been killing it. Al Heyman, Showtime, all y'all been, this is y'all year. Like, there's a award for promotion of the year. There's really no doubt that PBC is literally that. Y'all killed it. And as a fan of boxing, thank you for giving us the fights that we really do want to see. Now, with this is a fight that people are complaining about because it's not the Charlo that they expected, even though they was complaining about that Charlo too. We're getting the smaller Charlo. All right. Now, here's the thing. Okay. I'm not one of those guys that really trip over. I guess I'm not one of the people who are the biggest critic of this fight. I think this is an amazing fight. This is a fight that I genuinely am excited to see, and there is no decided winner right now. People want to act like this is easy. No, this is not an easy fight for nobody. Okay, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But first, I'm going to sit here and say that to find out that we're getting Jermell Charlo in this fight instead of Jamal is shocking, especially since, once again, one is actually fights at 160, so it's not a big deal to go up one weight class. You know, yes, they'll say, oh, he hasn't fought in 2 years, which was a big excuse. But then the smaller Charlo, who's fought more recently, even though he's recovering from hand surgery or a hand injury, who's been more active, but he's also the unified champion. I mean, undisputed champion at 154. Here's why I don't care about him being, quote unquote, the smaller fighter. We have to remember, yes, Canelo did fight at 175, light heavyweight, blah, blah, blah. He has a world championship there. Nobody with common sense really believes that he's a light heavyweight or even a super middleweight. He's neither. He's not. Canelo is a small super middleweight. He's a hella small light heavyweight. He is at best a middleweight. That's at best 160. He might struggle. He probably will struggle now, especially him being older. He will struggle to make super welterweight. But yet still, he can 100% cut to 160 if he genuinely wanted to. He just don't want to. He don't need to. So y'all gotta miss me with this. He's going up 2 weight classes, this, that, and the third. As I recall, who's the taller fighter of the two? Oh, Charlo. By like what? 4 inches? Okay. So he's taller. Who got the reach advantage? Charlo. About 3 inches. Let's also think that is Charlo a small super welterweight? Is he? No, he's not. He's actually a really big super middleweight. He actually was talking about going up to 160, where, you know, he probably should and probably is best at, like his brother. Okay, cool. So we're talking about guys who really could be in the same weight class if they genuinely wanted to. If they wanted this fight to be at 160, if Canelo wasn't the big boss that he was that had to call all the shots, and let's say the roles were reversed, and Charlo was like pound for pound king and all this other stuff, and he said, I'll fight you, but I'll fight you at 160. Canelo would make 160. Not a big issue making 160 either. Like, he wouldn't. So I'm tired of all this rapping everybody's doing about it. This is an amazing fight. This is a fight that everybody should be excited for. And Charlo's an action-packed fighter, very accurate in the shots. Both are power punchers. They both like to bring the action. And here's the thing. Canelo hasn't fought somebody as suave and that also packs the power that Charlo does. And some people say, yes, that's at 154. But now he's getting to not cut as much. He's probably putting on a little bit of muscle. He's going to, I believe, carry more power. Not saying enough to knock Canelo out, because Canelo has a really good chin. And Triple G couldn't even do it. But I will still say he has enough power to threaten Canelo and gets his respect. And we have to also, not forget, Canelo could be washed right now. Do we really know? We don't know. That Ryder fight was not impressive. Nobody was impressed by that fight. I don't even think Canelo was impressed by that fight. And yet still, y'all trying to sit and tell me that Charlo, who's better than Ryder? I don't care if he's smaller. He's still better. I got Charlo beating up Ryder. But we complaining about this? Why are we complaining about this fight, y'all? I understand we want David Benavidez. Hey, look, like they said, good things come to those that wait. Okay, he has 3 fights on this deal, and Benavidez will be on one of these fights. Okay, I have no doubt about it. I don't think Canelo was a ducker. I think the whole thing that y'all try to do to make like all these dudes be ducking is just ridiculous. Especially Canelo. I really don't think Canelo gives a damn. Because if he gave a damn, he wouldn't try to fight Bivol again. So, and some people might even comment with us and say, well, why didn't he fight him at super middleweight? He didn't want to fight him at super middleweight because at the end of the day, he lost at light heavyweight. So I get it. It's the same thing Conor McGregor did about Nate Diaz. They said Nate Diaz was like, nah, bro, fight me at 155. What did Conor say? He's like, nah, bro, we're going to fight the same weight, 170, just like we did the first time, and we're gonna run this back because I don't want to hear no excuses. Because Canelo is right. If Canelo wins, or if Canelo would have won at super middleweight, they would have said, oh, he was drained. Oh, he shouldn't have fought there. He should have fought like. I get it. I actually do understand that. And y'all would too, but some of y'all just haters, and I don't really get it. Like, I'm not I don't really think there's a boxer that I genuinely don't like where I'm just super like, oh, he a ducker. He sucked. But y'all weird. So, I don't get it. But I will say I will be at the fight because I randomly already had hotels and flights for that weekend. I'm super excited that it's happening September 30th. So now I will be there. I'm going to be in a nosebleed. But, Showtime, y'all will hook me up with some press passes and, get me up there closer so I can interview some people. I'm in. Hey, last name Showtime is going to be on Showtime. I'm just saying it's a perfect match made in heaven. Right? I'm your boy. Okay? But we're going to go back to the fight. I will break down, obviously, the fight when we get closer and when I'm packing my bags to go to Vegas. But I will say that this fight is going to be a lot more competitive than you guys think. Canelo slows down in the second half of fights. Charlo has pretty good cardio, but his power carries into the later rounds, and he can very well still steal rounds at the late and in the beginning because he's still a really good fighter from beginning to end. So I can't wait to really break this down and watch these guys film for like previous fights to really get some insight on who I think has the advantage. Canelo, quote unquote, we will say is the naturally bigger fighter, but I personally don't even know that. I have to see how much Charlo even weighs on a natural. I'm pretty sure it's not that big of a difference. I don't think there's like a 30-pound difference or a 20-pound difference in natural weight. I just don't see that. And there's pictures of them two beside each other. Like, if you would have said Canelo was bigger, you'd be like, nah, Charlo looks a little bigger. But, who cares? Who cares? Canelo got a thicker neck now. Okay. Who cares? But yeah, and still, man, I want to hear what you guys think about this fight. How mad are y'all? All right, from scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the angriest, 1 being like, I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it, but I think there's mixed emotions in the boxing community. But as always, man, make sure you follow me on social medias at Papa Showtime, Josh Showtime, and all that good stuff. I'm really messing my tonsils off. You need to stop talking. So I'm going to end this really, really quick. But as always, man, make sure I stay blessed, man.